long black engine keeps her rolling along. The wheels going clickety-clack. She's carrying me towards that eastern seaboard, Louisiana. I ain't a-coming back. And I sit all alone in an empty box, listening to the engine roar. And I see the world as she ought to be seen through the crack in this boxcar door. A hobo's life is a lonely life, and I'm a restless son of a gun. So I'll keep riding these ribbons of steel and wait for my setting sun. And I sit all alone in an empty box, listening to the engine roar. And I see the world as she ought to be seen through the crack in this boxcar door. Engineer is a-pulling her down. I reckon we're going to stop. I'll be dodging that man with the stick. I hear him walking on top. And I sit all alone in an empty box, listening to the engine roar. And I see the world as she ought to be seen through the crack in this boxcar door. Some folks think I'm a crazy man, and all other boys are like me. But I'll let them battle the woes of the world, and I'll die happy and free. And I reckon I'll die in an empty box, listening to the engine roar. I'll take a long last look at the world I love, cracking this boxcar door. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister and brother. I dreamed about that girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Home folks think I'm big in Detroit City, 'cause from the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. But by day I make the cars, and by night I make the bars. If only they could read between the lines. 'Cause you know, I took a freight train north to Detroit City, and after all these years I find that I've just been wasting my time. So I think I'll just take my foolish pride and put it on a southbound freight and ride. And going back to the loved ones, yes, the ones that I left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I used to be a railroad bum, living on the go. I rode freights from Canada down to Mexico. From sunny Cal to Minnesota, where the rippling waters fall. I never seemed to have a dime, but I had myself a ball. Singing high-lee, high-low, hee-la-la-lee-la-low. I used to be a railroad bum, always on the go. I walked in the Silver Dollar in Reno one night. Dropped a quarter in a one-armed bandit, the lemons lined up right. Took my winnings, then played poker, and I won 10,000 more. I used to be a railroad bum, but I'm not anymore. Singing high-lee, high-low, hee-la-lee-la-low. I used to be a railroad bum, but I'm not anymore. When cotton's wide in Tennessee and shrimp boats sail in Maine, peach picking time soon will find me riding the Georgia train. I get restless when I'm still, I guess I always will. I wanna keep traveling all my life over another hill. Singing high-lee, high-low, hee-la-la-lee-la-low. I used to be a railroad bum, but I'm not anymore. There's that old restless feeling running across my mind again, causing me to wanna wander off today. And that air of curiosity is lurking in the wind, giving all my wanderlust the right of way. I've spent time in the country, and I've spent money in the town. I've been through them all 100 times or more. They have lots of things to offer if I ever settle down. But my wanderlust keeps walking through the door. So please don't try to stop me. It just has to be this way. If I could, I wouldn't change the way I am. So come on, restless feeling, push me out into the world. Show me all the things I'm curious to see. Though I'm always tired and happy when I round another bend, I'll just stay till I can rest and start again. Yes, I'll just stay till I can rest and start again. I didn't know they could be so cold, the strangers here in this town. I couldn't find a job here, I just couldn't to save my soul. These old clothes are getting mighty thin, and these northern nights are getting cold. And I'm 5 miles south of nowhere, and I'm singing a sad, sad song. All I've got is a worn-out thumb to help carry me home. I tried not to get downhearted, but there's no hope in sight. 'Cause I've walked the streets in the daytime, and I've walked the floor at night. So I'm out here on this highway, and those city lights are far behind. I ain't left nothing in that old town that could ever make me change my mind. And I'm 5 miles south of nowhere, and I'm singing a sad, sad song. All I've got is a worn-out thumb to help carry me home. My town has one population, and it never grows. It's not bound to one location anywhere it goes. Taking just what I can carry, green grass is my bed. Life is extraordinary on the road ahead. Home is where my heart is happy. Home is doing what I choose. Home is where my feet may wander. My home is in my shoes. Now I don't ever stop to look behind me, and no one but the wind could ever find me. 'Cause I've gone on a long vacation to the great unknown. Freedom is my destination, there's no place like home. Home is where my heart is happy. Home is doing what I choose. Home is where my feet may wander. My home is in my shoes. I gotta keep on moving, I gotta keep on walking. Home is in my shoes. I gotta keep on moving, I gotta keep on walking. Left the cotton and tobacco, the red clay and the pines. It's a long way to where I'm going, from Charlotte, North Carolina. I wanna see Charlotte, Charlotte, that hometown of mine. Charlotte, 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 North Carolina. Got on a boat in Frisco, heading for the war. The boys on board are betting we won't see home no more. I wanna see Charlotte, Charlotte, that hometown of mine. Charlotte, 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 North Carolina. Soon I'll be fighting with a man I must destroy. Oh, please have mercy on this poor Carolina boy. I wanna see Charlotte, Charlotte, that hometown of mine. Charlotte, 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 North Carolina. Now if my days are numbered, ask before they're gone. Oh Lord, don't let me die so far away from home. I wanna see Charlotte, Charlotte, that hometown of mine. Charlotte, 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 North Carolina. King of the road, trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogie that I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, and all of their children and all of their names, and every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around to sing. The trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. And no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the Those freight cars rolling slow don't know I'm lonesome as I sit and watch them creeping slowly by. From my window here in back, looking down that railroad track, I hear them click and clack. They're wondering why. I'll bet my friends all say she was a vision, a dream I thought I'd seen when there was none. Once I saw her walking there, heading down the track somewhere, her flowing golden hair lost in the sun. And I know she'll be coming back again. Walking slow, she will hear me cry, and then I will go to her and say how I'll show her every day I've loved her so, and I've wondered where she's been. When work is done, I sit here by my window. I stay here till the day is just a gleam. When the sounds of early night echo in the fading light, I wonder if it's right to love a dream. Then the whistle of a train remains my signal. I stare off into where the freight has gone, but the rails join in the west, and my heart's the loneliest. It says I should have guessed we'd be alone. And I know she'll be coming back again. Walking slow, she will hear me cry, and then I will go to her and say how I'll show her every day I've loved her so, and I wonder where she's been. Yes, I'll go to her and say how I'll show her every day I've loved her so, and I wonder where she's been. I can't get along in this big city, I gotta move on. It's a shame and a pity, but I wanna go bumming around one more time. I can't make it in your kind of world, and that's too bad, 'cause you're my kind of girl. But I wanna go bumming around one more time. I can't hold the job I never learned to do, big city things. I wanna go back to where I don't have to act like a big city machine. Your fine folks don't take much to me, and I'm giving you back to what I can't be. I'm gonna go bumming around one more time. I don't blame you for trying to change me into something I can't be, but noisy city streets and cold-hearted crowds just don't seem natural to me. Down at the highway, there's a diesel going my way, and I'm gonna add myself to the load. I love you, I really do, but I've gotta hit the road. I've got to be free from what you call that big city scene. So run me down to the edge of town in your city limousine. Let's go now, your fine folks don't take much to me, so I'm giving you back to what I can't be. I'm gonna go bumming around one more time. I'm gonna go bumming around one more time. This morning finds me knocking on your window pane, with a bag across my shoulder, with my odds and ends and things. Well, I just flew in from Houston, I've been running down the wind. Good morning, Roseanna, I'm back again. Sidewalks wore my boot heels down, I've been blinded by the neon lights. I lost my hat in Baltimore, running from a fight. Well, alone is my companion, I know it like a friend. Good morning, Roseanna, I'm back again. Say I hadn't missed you, baby, would be a low-down lie. Caught myself a-wishing that I had wings to fly, right back to your doorstep where my pathway always ends. Good morning, Roseanna, I'm back again. In the Dodge City yards of the Santa Fe stood a freight made up for the East, and the engineer with his oil and waste was grooming the great iron beast. While 10 cars back in the murky dusk, a boxcar door swung wide, and a hobo lifted his pal aboard to start on his last long ride. A lantern swung and the freight pulled out, the engine had gathered speed. The engineer pulled the throttle wide and clucked to his fiery steed. 10 cars back in the empty box, the hobo rolled uphill. The flare of the match showed his pardoned face, stark white and deathly still. As the train wheels clicked on the coupling joints, the song for the rambler's ear. The hobo talked to the still white form, his pal for many a year. For a mighty long time we've rambled, Jack, with the luck of men that roam, with the back door steps for a dining room and a boxcar for a home. We dodged the bulls on the eastern round and the cops on the Chesapeake. We traveled the Leadville narrow gauge in the days of Cripple Creek. We drifted down through sunny Cal on the rails of the old SP. And of all you had through good and bad, a half always belonged to me. You made me promise to you, Jack, if I lived and you cashed in, to take you back to the old churchyard and bury you there with your kin. You seemed to know that I would keep my word, for you said that I was wiser. Well, I'm keeping my promise to you, pal, 'cause I'm taking you home tonight. I hadn't the money to send you there, so I'm taking you back on the fly. It's the decent way for a beau to go home to the by and by. I knew that fever had you, Jack, and that doctor just wouldn't come. He was too busy treating the wealthy folks to doctor a worn-out bum. As the train rolled over its ribbons of steel straight through to the east it sped. The engineer in his high-cap seat kept his eyes on the rails ahead, while 10 cars back in the empty box, a lonely hobo sighed, for the days of old and his pal so cold was taking his last long ride.